What's up guys, Caleb here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 LEGO themes that have been abandoned. So this means they made a whole wave or two of sets of them, or just one set, and they decided to stop them for whatever reason. A lot of different reasons with these, but there are all waves that have been abandoned, so they're not actually making these sets anymore. So I thought it'd be fun to, make a video talking about my favorite LEGO themes that have been abandoned and are not currently making any more sets of them. Honorable mentions I would say, would be Lego Castle and Lego Pirates, and those were really cool sets coming out in the 80s and 90s, all these Castle and Pirate sets. However, I felt like I couldn't quite put it in the list because they made the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set in 2020 and they made the Medieval Blacksmith Shop in 2021. So it doesn't exactly feel like it's been abandoned. I don't know, maybe Lego's bringing them back, but they have made newer sets based on Castle and Pirates, and so it didn't feel right to say that it was abandoned. On to the video, my 10th favorite set that has been abandoned is Lego Hidden Side. I never actually bought any of these sets when they were out. This is actually the newest theme that has been abandoned on this list, but I think it was a very unique theme. I kind of like how you could actually use the app to, scan it and have things come to life. Personally, I really liked the castle that came out earlier in 2020, and unfortunately, I never did get any of these sets, but it had really unique minifigures and just it was a really cool idea, and I know a bunch of people didn't really like Hidden Side for whatever reason, but a bunch of people also did like it, and personally, I thought it was a really cool theme, and looking back, I kind of wish I got some of the sets. This is a very unique, fun, and cool theme that's been abandoned. My ninth favorite LEGO theme that's been abandoned is the LEGO Movie theme. So this was kind of a hard one to put on the list because they did come out with the LEGO Movie 2, right? And they had an entire wave of sets for those. But honestly, those did not stack up to the sets of the original movie. Personally, I liked the LEGO Movie a lot better than the second LEGO Movie just because I don't know, I thought it was a lot more original. But my favorite was the big metal beard pirate ship, whatever this is. It just looked like it was just such a fun theme with a bunch of original sets, and that actually came from a movie that Lego made. And so I thought it was kind of cool. I also really liked the police dropship set that came out, and it just had some pretty cool, unique sets. I liked it. So my eighth favorite abandoned Lego theme is Lego Agents, Ultra Agents, and it was a very cool theme. As some of you might know, James Bond is my favorite movie, and I really do like anything spy themed. And so when Lego started making spy sets, I was pretty much all in. They were really cool. Unfortunately, I never actually picked up some of them, but it was very unique. Lego's own twist on spy sets with adding, futuristic spy stuff. And I really liked how pretty much all of the sets had a black and light blue color scheme. That just works so well together in my opinion. Really cool theme. And honestly, it was a lot harder for me not to put this higher because of how cool it is. I also really liked Boat HQ set that we got with it too. And it was just a very cool to see Lego's own twist on spy sets, and I really did enjoy the Lego Ultra Agents theme. My seventh favorite abandoned Lego theme is Lego Power Miners. This was a really cool theme that merged in 2006 or 2007. So I wasn't really around. Well, I was 2 or 3 when these came out, so I never actually got any of the sets. But I thought it was a very unique, interesting, and fun theme. I like the entire vibes of these guys, digging underground with these big equipment and finding these crystals with monsters and stuff. They had a bunch of really cool big sets like this one, and it was a pretty unique theme, and it was a really neat color scheme with the orange and the lime green, and actually really cool. I kind of wish that Lego would actually bring this back. I think it'd be very interesting to see these in 2021 Legos. I thought it was just a really cool theme, but it's sad that it got abandoned, and I did like this theme a lot. My sixth favorite abandoned Lego theme was Lego Atlantis. This was a very unique, interesting wave that I believe was from 2011, 2012. They had a small show on it, but it had some really cool, submarine sets in this really cool color with red and neon green for pretty much all of the submarines in the set. but it had a really cool underwater base and all sorts of really fun, unique sets that I really did like. Actually, really cool minifigures too, like that shark minifigure down there, and lots of just unique, cool. It was a really fun wave. I really liked it, and it's definitely a shame that Lego hasn't really made any more underwater sets like this that often, because I think they're really cool. Now we're getting to some of the like best themes that have ever been out there and that have actually been abandoned. My fifth favorite was Lego Nexo Knights. This was when I was 8 or 9 and I was really getting into Lego a lot and buying all the sets, and that was just when this theme was coming out. But this might be the most unique thing Lego has ever done. This was wild. Nobody was expecting them to make futuristic castle sets with an app that could go with it and an evil clown, and it was just so fun. I got a few of the sets. I got the like Jestro's lair thing that could roll and stuff, and it was just such a fun theme. I really did like it, and it had a solid, like, I watched the show, and it was a good show when I was little and stuff, and it did have two waves of sets, which was cool to see. Personally, I like the first wave a lot better, but it was a really interesting and definitely maybe the most unique theme that Lego has ever put out themselves. Very, very cool theme. I really did enjoy Lego Nexo Knights. My fourth favorite abandoned Lego theme was Lego Chimo. This was another very unique theme that Lego did, but this was right where I started to buy sets at about age 7, age 8-ish, and it was just so fun. These were some of the first Lego sets I bought were Lego Chimo. Me and my brother watched all the shows. We pretty much binge watched them, and it was an incredible show. Looking back on it, it really wasn't a great show. It's just a show that me and Sam liked. We liked seeing Lego shows because, we were little kids and enjoying it, and it was just such a unique theme. Now, I did get a few. I remember I got this, like, big buildable wolf that you could have another wolf ride, and I remember also getting the eagle, and I did like these, like, buildable things that they could ride, but my brother, I remember he got the gorilla, and he also got this, like, speedors thing. They had this whole, like, fire and ice theme that was really, really, really cool with all this, like, fire versus ice. I remember he got, like, a phoenix, and that was an incredible set. And then the biggest one we got was, like, he got this big, like, ice wolf, and it had this really awesome feature where you could pull down the tail, and the motorcycle would shoot out the bottom. Like, this was just such an incredible set, and it's such a huge shame that Lego took it back because not a lot of people bought it. I think it was a really cool theme just as a little kid, and the main reason I put it up here is just for the nostalgia. It's like my first theme me and Sam ever really bought, but it was just such a really cool theme that I definitely like, and I was very sad when I was like 9 and I heard the news that they wouldn't be making any more Chima sets, but that was a really cool line. These top three are pretty much the greatest Lego themes of all time that have been abandoned. Like, it just does not get better than these themes. These three themes are incredible themes that sadly Lego has been abandoned. So just get ready, because these next three are just spectacular themes that I am very sad that Lego has abandoned. Number 3 was Lego ScoobyDoo. This was an incredible theme from, I'm pretty sure, 2016, 2017. They unfortunately only made one wave of it, but that wave was absolutely spectacular. This was back when I only got paid a pretty small allowance, so it was back when I really wasn't buying a lot of Lego, but I remember me and Sam actually ended up buying the mystery machine. We pooled in our money and bought the mystery machine, and that was one of the greatest Lego sets I have ever bought. I have not gotten so much enjoyment out of such a small, detailed Lego set. It's such an iconic car that I'm so glad that they made in this theme, and it was just obviously the best set in this theme to me. Like, there was no competition. This was easily the best set in the theme, and the only one that me and Sam ever got. But they did have some other cool ones, like a mystery machine themed airplane, and this is back when I was watching the show a lot. It's a really good show, and I'm really happy that Lego teamed up with Scooby-Doo to make this, and it's sad that it ended pretty fast. It was only, one wave out for about a year, and so it is sad that we only got one wave of it, but I think it was an incredible theme, and a pretty big mistake on Lego, honestly, to take this theme away, because it was really cool for young kids. My second favorite Lego theme that's been abandoned is Lego Indiana Jones. This was a great theme. So recently, a few years ago, I really started watching the Indiana Jones movies. I saw all four, and they're all really great movies. Some stand out as some of the better ones, and I'm so happy that Lego in 2008, 2009, 2010 decided to team up with Indiana Jones and make a wave of sets. It was definitely surprising. A lot of people were not expecting for Lego to make minifigures based off Nazis. Like, they have a strong policy against anything military. So people were very surprised when they picked Indiana Jones. But I think that's some really cool sets, very unique, very fun. I love how it's based off the movie. Great movie series with Harrison Ford and stuff. And I think it's very sad that's all ending. I really like the big roller coaster set through the mine and stuff, and that's such a cool scene in the movie. And they just had so many really cool scenes from the movies in Lego sets, and it was a big shame that Lego took a step back from that, because I think this had a possibility to become something like Star Wars, where they make a bunch of sets like that. And it is a shame. It is a little odd how they made Nazi minifigures and stuff. Maybe people think it's a little gruesome, and it was a little gruesome to be honest, but you gotta admit, this was a pretty sick theme. And my number one Lego theme that's been abandoned might be a little bit controversial because the main reason is they only actually made one set from this theme. Yeah, my favorite Lego theme that's been abandoned is Lego James Bond. It was an incredible set, the DB5, and I think it's very sad that we only saw one set from this theme. I don't even know if you can call it a theme, man. I don't know, but I just had to put it up there. This is one of my favorite sets I own. It's an incredible set. I'm very disappointed that Lego and James Bond has not teamed up more to give us more James Bond sets because it was an incredible set and I think it had a possibility to become a really cool theme. A lot of people might think this is pretty controversial to put this up there at number one. I think it technically was a theme. I mean, Lego and James Bond teamed up and made a set, so I mean, yeah, they teamed up and did it, so I would call it a theme. I don't know about some people. If you think this isn't a theme, then fine. Indiana Jones is my favorite. But this was my favorite Lego theme that Lego's abandoned. They haven't made any other James Bond sets than this. I think that's a real shame. But this is Seabreak Productions. Sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe as always. And this is a really fun video to make. I enjoyed looking through Lego themes and just looking at fun themes and making a list and, making this video. So I'm going to do more videos like this in the future. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.